Yeah. Come on. One way or another, you're listening in to the Nation. The name is Law Nation. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all for being part of this episode. Let's go. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We do. Once the show kick off, we can go into the details of the numbering change. You can believe that, huh? So I don't think that the Nucci is gonna wear number 7 anymore. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Come on.
I got this more.
Come on, Nation. Tell Pookie and Ray Ray to jump on in. Yeah. All right. Come on. What you about to say? Huh? Okay. Say it a little bit louder. Come on now. I know you can say it louder than that. Come on. Mama, look at that man again. The man with one of the greatest beards of all time. Law Nation.
This is Sparta!
Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Let's go. As we build this plane while it's in the air. These suckers been building, huh? Yeah. Hey. Oh. Come on, haters. Don't duck. Come on, get these bullets. Hey. Won't you lean forward just a little bit? Yeah, right there. Hey! Oh! Come on! I hope you got your coffee. I got mine. Hey, Jay Lombardi, I see you. The lunatic, Jay Verse. Yeah. Let's go, Nation. The name is Law Nation. Really appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Beautiful people here. As we began to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, for crying out loud, I was looking through some few things and I said, man, so you mean to tell me these guys about to change their number again? And there's nothing wrong with numbers, right? Numbers make you feel good, especially if it's a number that you grew up wanting to wear or you wore before and you played well in. So you're going to want to keep everything consistent. So I can't dog the players that wanted to change their numbers, right? And to a lot of people, it's much to do about nothing, right? You know, so Dallas Young says Diggs to number 7 fire. He wore that in college, right? Where all of the Bama people at, man? Where the Bama at? Where the Roll Tide? Where y'all at, fam? Did he wear 7 in college? You know, so if he can feel good out there, I mean, that's a good feeling, you know. It feels good when you're playing with your number. You look back and you see, yeah, son, you see me with my number. Yeah, Diggs gets 7 interceptions this season. JP, don't you know what we would do over here? Well, man, if Diggs gets 7 of them, well, you got to raise that one up a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's coming. Oh, the next one got to be louder now. A little bit louder now. Oh, no, they got to be louder than that. Yeah. Shoot. JP said he won't even sit still. JP be running through there like, man, put a 7 on me, you know. Shout out to everybody. Look, this is what I want people to do. If you have the 2-7 jersey, keep it. You know, it tells a storyline. What was his jersey number before 2-7? Didn't he had 26 or something like that before? Right? So he just keep it. Never know how this world go. It can be one of those classic ones, you know, a storyline that you can tell your friends down the line, or your son, your daughter. At one point of time of his career, he wore 27. All right, so yeah, Terrence, it says it was 31. That'll be tight. If somebody bought the 31 Trayvon Diggs, keep 31, keep 27, and keep the 7. Right? I mean, it can go a long way. I don't know too many people keeping the 45 Michael Jordan jersey, but if you got the 45 Jordan jersey, let me know, you know. You know, it just be like, hey, I got the 45, you know, I'm keeping it live over here, you know. Sometimes, you know, numbers can play a weird one. Just like my dog, man, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Who got the number 8 Kobe Bean Bryant jersey? You know, who got the 8 one, you know? Let me know if you got one of those, opposed to the 24. See these numbers, man, numbers. Yeah. Shout out to you, Lise, Flo, Canteen. We get Cam after game 1, and it makes him cheaper. I think that's the part of the plan. That Cam Newton stuff, boy. You know, it's a toxic one at this point. Yeah, R.I.P. to Kobe, man, one of the GOATs, man. This Cam conversation is always toxic. Mamba forever, number 8. Yeah. That's a cold one if you find one of them 8 jerseys. Number 34, Earl Campbell. I see you, fam. All right, so let me see if I can find this list of all of the guys that changed their numeral. All right, here we go. It's on my Twitter, by the way, and I think I put it on my Instagram. All right, so the Cowboys play the numbers game again. Cowboys number change, and one of my admins created this post right here. So my thing is Trayvon Diggs would be number 7. Oh my goodness, I had to get my mind right to seeing 7 out there on the field. Let me get my coffee real quick. Somebody else changed their number to 7. Not on this team. What was his name? He from LSU. Damn, his name at the tip of my tongue. He drafted by the Cardinals. Now he's going to the Vikings. What's his name, Cowboy Nation? Did he change his number to 7 too? Yeah, what's that DB name? Not Fournette. He went to LSU. It was a long time ago. Pat, let me see. I'm going to go over here. I can't see from here. Patrick Peterson. Yeah. Did he change it to 7 too? Did he change it to 7? Week 1, C12, F12 up. Yeah, man, week 1, C12, F12. Yeah, I'm hit the F12 key, man, whenever we see 12 out there. Yeah, so, yeah, he's 7 now. So, yeah, it's going to be different year, man, watching these guys wear that 7.
WK1C12, F12 up exclamation mark dot Poro inch Cowboys, DC4L.
All day. Yeah, appreciate you. AI is on time today. All right, so Jaron Curse, he'll be wearing 2-7. Jaron Curse, he'll be 2-7. So I got to get my mind straight because now I'll be thinking, because I'm a numbers guy, man. Sometimes I'll forget a player's first name. I remember their last name, and I remember their jersey number. So this is going to be awkward for me to say, okay, 2-7, and I'll be thinking, man, 2-7 is Diggs, but now it's going to be Jaron Curse. So we got to put that in the fabrications of our thoughts. Oh, excuse me, Osa Odigizua is number 97. This is some messed up. Is Tristan Hill 97? because I wasn't even going to talk about this today. Then right before I was setting up everything to go live, I saw that the jersey numbers came out, and I thought that we can just talk about this before we get into some of the other conversations. Damn, these numbers. All right, so is Tristan Hill wearing number 97 as well? Like what's going on? Oh, Tristan switched it over to 72. Who was 97 before? Who was 97? So Tristan Hill is 72. He used to wear. Tristan got 7. Come on now, he ain't gonna wear 70. And no. There's nothing wrong with talking about that Canteen Sports Show. There's nothing wrong with talking about that. Nothing wrong with talking about Cam. We'll have the call in, and you guys can call in. Oh, Rondell Carter went to 97, and then since he got cut, he was 97. And the storyline with 97, see, Tristan Hill started off with 79, right? And then from 79, he went to 97. Griffin came in and said, "What number you got?" "That's my number, punk." So he said, "Okay, man, I give you my number." So he got 97, and then he went to 72, and then 97 was handed over to Rondell Carter. I get it now. Yeah, I get it. See, that number 97 been passed around, 97 been passed around.
Smoke weed every day.
Like one of them, man. You just pass around like, "It's your turn, dog." Yeah. All right, so Nashawn Wright. 25. Quarter. You better make some plays, Nashawn. You better make some plays. Oh, my God, you better make some plays with that 25. But it's good. I thought 40 looked good on him because he's such a tall, wiry guy. And you see, the 40, number 40. But it is what it is at this point. And y'all like 25 on him? Do you guys like 25 on him? Yeah. Lean forward a little bit, Mike. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hope 25 give us 100%. As long as he don't give us 25%. And then the other guy, Jabril Cox, 14. That was one of my high school numbers there, so I always cherish number 14. You guys have been following the channel for a long time. 24 and 14 are my two favorite numbers. So Jabril Cox wearing 14 throws my whole nickname off from Jabril Cox. I was really liking him with the first 48. The 48 looked good on him, by the way. But now he's going to a solid like 14 number. I'm in the middle with that one. I'm just gonna keep it 100. It's just looking weird from a linebacker. Number 11, I give him that. Parsons, I give Parsons that. But 14, looking at 14 out there, it's gonna be some adjustments that I have to take a look for. 14 on Jabril Cox. And then 54 on Azura Kamara. I mean, he's going to look even sleeker, right? Fast guy. Didn't pay attention to his number before. I forgot what his number was before. So 54 on him. Hope all is well. That's Jalen Smith old number, huh? Oh, my God. So I'm going to have to come up with a whole new nickname for him. CJH Law, that round table last night, we appreciate you holding it down for the nation. Appreciate you for watching. Appreciations for you. Yeah, it was 48 in college for Dennis Washington said it was 48. Yeah. Jay Lombardi said they need to retire 54. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looked crazy, man. We will look into this, man, and see how everything goes out for these upcoming situations here. Let me see what I got here. Really appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in to the nation. Let me hear what Mike McCarthy had to say earlier today. I didn't get a chance to put the window up here, but we can just listen to it.
What you did earlier today will be out there, all of that. No, I mean, I've never been through a roster development that we went through the last couple of days. So, I mean, we're currently at 77. As far as players available, we have the 6 IR DTRs. I don't know exactly who you specifically want to talk about.
Guys off the COVID list today.
Yeah, they'll come off. The ITR went over last night, actually. Yeah. So, all right, you got Josh Ball, Blake Turner.
Yeah, we know 54 is a Hall of Fame number there, but I'm talking about what Azura Kamara, what did he wear before that number there? What did Azura Kamara wore? I forgot.
Say again.
The tight end,
McEwen's DTR. Yeah. Gallimore.
Kelvin Joseph.
Thank you. Just one more.
Kelvin Joseph, too.
Yeah, Kelvin Joseph's at IR DTR. I just came from third down pressure.
43. Appreciate y'all. 43. 43 look good on him.
Francis Bernard, thank you. There you go.
Now we'll see what he look like with 54.
And that covers the 3 guys plus the deep snapper coming back, punter coming back, and
yeah.
the fullback.
The punter will be coming back probably in 48 hours.
Okay. The deep snapper's back now.
Correct, yeah.
And the fullback, the running back, Clement, is on the roster now.
Absolutely.
All right, so what they're talking about in this situation, this scenario, is Coach Mike McCarthy. It's a gamble's game. When you waive or release your long snapper, you with the impression that nobody would go out there and grab him. So that's what happened with that. It's a play on the 53-man roster, but it's the way that they finagle the roster in order to get the things and get the people that they want. So that's just how that goes with that. And this list right here will be just a few guys that I have. It could be some more numbers that's changed along the way, but one of the admins on my Facebook group, they threw this out, and I was like, wow, let me take a look at that. And it looks pretty good. Shout out to the Facebook group for providing me this information. But what I want to talk about is basically I was listening to 1310 The Ticket, and they was breaking down waivers versus release. Let's dive into what they were talking about.
Okay. We were talking about waived versus released, and there were a couple people that were at least interested in the difference. And the Cowboys have done a few things, including releasing their long snapper. And everybody's like, what? Who's going to do that? And their punter today. Mm-hmm. And just the difference between waived and released is very simple. Vested veteran. So if you are a vested veteran, which means if you've played 4 years of service time in the NFL, then you may simply be released. And then in many, many cases, not all of them, but definitely in the cases of the long snapper and the punter, you are going to be released for about 1 day to allow them an accordion roster. And then once they conduct their other business, they'll bring you right back. Now, it's your prerogative. If somebody else blows you away with a amazing offer,
okay,
you are certainly allowed to go play in Denver or in Philadelphia. But the truth of the matter is, at this day and time, this close to the season, and at those positions, there's almost no chance that you're going to get a raise worth moving across the country to go get.
And it's not the fact that a team can pluck you or claim you off waivers. You're just cut. So there's no process you have to go to where to wait a certain time where you're a free agent.
You just say no to everybody else. I've already got a team I'm signing with.
Okay.
The team that released you says, look, we're not releasing you. This is all just paperwork, but we'll bring you back tomorrow. It's just allowing us to sort of cheat on the 53-man roster.
Gotcha.
The other way is waivers. And yes, waivers is something you actually have to pass through, which brings us to the waiver claim of the Cowboys today. And what that means is if you have not been in the league 4 full years, then every team in the league has a chance to put in a claim. And it's basically the draft order in reverse. Or, excuse me, not in reverse. It's the draft order.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, Jacksonville and then the Jets and everybody has a chance to say yes or no. Now, they have to cut somebody to make room for you if they claim you.
Because if you're claiming, you have to go on the active roster.
That's
not
right.
claiming on the practice squad.
That's exactly right. And so, in the case of the Cowboys claiming Will Grier, the Panthers may or may not have had any use for him. I don't think they totally did because it appears since Matt Rule has taken that job that they want P.J. Walker, if you remember him from the
XFL.
Yeah, so they broke it down into good fashions there for people to understand, like, hey, waiver versus release. So my thing is, yes, do teams gamble a little bit when they kind of like, okay, we're going to check to see if this guy can clear waivers. And we're going to check to see whether or not we hope that nobody else could claim this person or tend to claim this person. Football is a fickle sport. It's the war of attritions, but as we say, the game is built for a game of inches. You got to make sure that everybody is lined up right. Now, the Will Grier situation, to me, that's more of a futures pick or futures develop. He won't be ready for this year, what have you. You're talking about somebody that's ultimately is going to be thrusted into an offense that they have not got a chance or the liberty of competing or picking up this offense all off season. And it's just going to be too much for one person to handle. So that's why I believe people that is kind of a little upset about that, they're only looking at the historic data. It's nothing different than what we've seen before when we hear the storylines of Brandon Whedon coming to the team, right? And he was a futures, I guess at the time, he was a previous first-round draft pick that a lot of people were sitting there saying, okay, if you put him behind this offensive line, you get him weapons on the outside. Oh, he throw the prettiest deep ball that you can ever find. We heard stories of this before. This is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under this situation. But it is what it is. But let's listen to more what they had to say.
XFL or whatever we called that. Yes, the XFL. In fact, he had a big game at the ballpark, as I recall, against Dallas. Or for Dallas. Against Dallas.
Against Dallas.
I think so. Can't remember now. It all runs together.
Just say it with confidence.
But the point is, Carolina had their backup. They might have been trying to get Grier to the practice squad. They might have just been good with him since he didn't play a single snap last year. And the Cowboys claimed him. Now, the Cowboys claim him, put him on the 53. He joins Cooper Rush. And odds are...
Oscar. Why don't you lean forward just a little bit while you're typing? Yeah, just right there. Stay right there. Don't move now. Yeah, you can get this whooping right quick.
Returning Tampa Bay into Strompe Bay. Go Cowboys.
Most certainly. I'm going to get right with you for that donation. But we got to put Oscar. And then stay still, Oscar. Right there. Yeah. Go to your room. You go to your room for come over here with that crap. All right. The lunatic, appreciate you so much. I just had to put one of the kids to bed early in the daytime at that. Appreciate you so much for your donation there. What we got over here? Yeah.
Returning Tampa Bay into Strompe Bay. Go Cowboys.
Most certainly. Appreciate you, man, for your donation there. Yeah. See, when you play around over here, you get your whoopers and you go to bed early.
Are pretty good. He will be inactive for the first couple months, you would think, as he attempts to get up to speed. Now, people are going to say, weren't you against us with Cam Newton? And my answer is, of course I was. But the reasons are slightly different, and this is the type of guy that you might take a chance on, given his age, given the condition of his body, which we believe he's fully healthy. Heck, he's hardly played. He played 2 games in 2019, by the way, and he didn't look very good. But if you can remember who was the Panthers coach
Shit,
in
nobody
the
remember
final
that.
month of 2019, after they fired Ron Rivera, but before they hired Matt Rule, I think you earn a cookie. I don't have any idea who it was off the top of my head, Ty, if you can figure it out. But anyway, in those games, Cam was completely shut down, and they just ran Will Greer out there for 2 games, and he looked pretty unprepared in Week 16 and 17. And, you know, that's what you do late in the season if you're not going anywhere. But otherwise, you're bringing him in. Since I read the scouting reports yesterday for Cooper Rush and for Cam Newton, would you care to hear the Will Greer report?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, can I tell you?
Yes. Who was their coach late in the season?
Fuel?
Oh, Perry Fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lead singer of Porno for Pyros, I think, Danny. Is that right?
Oh, 1310, the ticket.
No, not him. That's Perry Farrell. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You need to be the opener for the guy on Hard Knocks.
Hard
You guys would go well together.
Okay, so Will Greer, age 25 at the time. I believe he's now 26. Third year in the
Hey, Quentin, the line will be open today. So I had to close the line earlier yesterday. So the line will be open today. Phone line for your mind will be open today. We just got a couple more segments to go through, and then we'll open it up.
Let me read it as I wrote it last December. Second year, primary backup to Teddy Bridgewater. He played in 19, and it was pretty rough, to be fair. Greer is another college transfer story from Florida to West Virginia. One thing I didn't put in here, but Jake recalled was the suspension Will Greer had for PEDs at Florida, as I recall. I think he was suspended for a year, claimed it was a supplement he didn't know anything about, and that's probably why he's a pretty old third-year player. Anyway, back to the report. He emerged in the 19 draft class as an interesting player and a classic college quarterback in that he looks the part on Saturdays but will probably lack the cannon for Sundays. That said, the Panthers spent a nice pick on him and will focus on the positives, that he's a real fiery competitor, a courageous playmaker, and he throws a nice deep ball, rather than the negatives. I don't think he can make the tight window throws that this league requires, and his frame appears rather frail, not to mention his low IQ throws. We shall see for sure. Now, you might be saying, kind of sounds like you're describing, guys like Garrett Gilbert a little bit. How is this guy better? Well, first of all, I don't know that he is. I haven't really been seeing him in practice in Carolina by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
But I do know that he, in general, seems to have a pretty decent grasp of what they were doing in Carolina and had a very impressive preseason this year.
Right.
For whatever it's worth, he put 3 preseason games together. The Colts, Ravens, and Steelers, I think I was watching this morning. And, there's not a ton of big-time throws, but there's almost no big mistake throws. And just in general, I can see the point of, okay, we think Greer has a higher ceiling than Rush, but there's no way he knows the offense. There's no way he's comfortable with things. Let's let him get in the system, get in the classroom, get in the playbook, get in the practice scene. And if by November or by December we feel differently on who our number 2 is, that's great. The other thing is he'll never be active on game day. But if Cooper Rush comes out of the bullpen for a Dak injury mid-game, fine. But I do think if Dak can't go, having both of these guys as options for the weeks to come, already in the organization, all ready to play, I think that's probably smart.
So do you think if Dak is there for all 17 and Cooper Rush is the backup,
If Dak there for all 17, baby, we in the playoff, baby. We going all the way, baby. Go ahead. Listen to more what they got to say.
quarterback, and Will Greer gets up to speed around November, do you think there's a chance he could supplant him as the second quarterback here? Or do you think he'll still be, quote unquote, the developmental guy to see if we can do a push like we did again next training camp?
I think the answer, I think that's it. I think the answer is, if, as you just said, if Dak is healthy the whole way, then I don't really see many opportunities to pass Cooper Rush on the depth chart just because there aren't that many practice snaps to go around. training camp and the off season is where you can make your move up the depth chart. But by the time you get to the regular season, third QB is running scout team,
Right.
and he's not getting any reps. QB1's getting 80% of the reps. QB2 might be getting 20%. QB3 is over there trying to replicate what Ryan Fitzpatrick might do on Sunday against your defense. So he's in the system.
All right, so that's enough. Listen to those guys. Appreciate them on 1310 The Ticket. They brought us some valuable and good information if you dissect it and listen closely. And to me personally, we would know. I've seen some people said Tony Romo, he sat on the bench for a couple of years. But the thing is, when you're good, whispers begin to happen. Whispers begin to go to ear, and then it goes to the ears, and they begin to talk. People begin to talk about it and say, hey, that dude that's on the practice squad or that dude on the third team, man, he's killing us out here, man. He's knifing the ball through this entire team. And that's what's going to have to happen for DiNucci and all of those other boys. But the thing is that this particular team is Dak Prescott or bust. And then I've seen some people make some good comments saying that, hey, will that be the case in scenario for 90% of the other teams? Yeah, this is a quarterback-driven team or league, I meant to say. So, yeah, we got to figure that out. Now, me personally, these coaches advocating for said players, that's up to them. I tell people all the time, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. So if a coach like Kellen Moore is advocating and saying that, okay, I really want Cooper Rush, he banging on the table, give me Coop, over DiNucci, then, coach, that's the sword that he will have to fall on. And then Doug Nussmeier banging the table saying, hey, y'all listen, Will Grier, he's the real deal. I can coach him. And if Mike McCarthy is saying to himself and saying to everybody, hey, don't leave out my son. Don't leave him out. Then dog it. Then let him go get Ben DiNucci. But everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. So that would be the case in the scenario. But if we have to depend on any of these guys for a long stretch, let's be real with it. Tankathon is here, That's just me being real. And trust me, I'm always the guy that's rooting for us to get a chance to win. Remember, a lot of people were shaky last year talking about tank. And I was like, no, continue to fight. You build off of that. You stack upon off of that. There was a lot of people that was ready to fold up like lawn chairs. But I just always say you continue to have a puncher's chance at it and continue to fight, regardless of the situation. I just can't deal with losing. I just can't deal with it. I just can't deal with it. And I know you said, you can't deal with it, but you're rooting for a team that's been losing for 25 years. But it's layers to this thing, though, Cowboy Nation, right? It's layers to it. We know what's going on. Come on, let's be real. Jerry Jones got on that power hype, and if he really just sit back, because there were some wins in there. If he just sit back and release control, man, oh man. Case in point, think about this. Close your eyes and imagine if Bill Parcells was coaching this team for the amount of time that we got a chance to witness Jason Garrett coaching this team. Yeah, the CT Cowboys at 25 years of layers. Yeah, it's like an onion, boy. Keep peeling it. Every time you peel it make you cry. Yeah. And I know people don't want to hear that, though, but it's just how it goes, Cowboy Nation. The phone line for your mind is open now. Hey, if you got any questionings or any reasonings to change my thoughts, remember, my mind is not made of stone. But it don't change. My thoughts don't change like the wind, though. 657-390 is the number, 7391. Let me post that in the comment box. Yeah, it was a Super Bowl somewhere in there. Come on, man. Discipline is one thing, and everything else is another. Philadelphia underdogs. Nick Foles won more playoff wins in 2017 through 18 season alone than the whole Cowboys did in 25 years. What you want, a cookie? You want a cookie, Philadelphia? But you guys are still looking up. At the end of the day, y'all using those neck muscles to look up. Saying, man, I can only wish we had more Super Bowls. 971, you live.
Hey, what's going on, Law?
Nothing to it. What you got for this episode?
If Dad gets hurt, pray to God that don't happen, but we in trouble.
Yes, indeed, Jonathan, man. We in all type of trouble.
Happened last year, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward, ready for the season. So, what do you think, man? Are you happy about this new backup thing or what?
If we have to resort to the backup, then we in trouble, right? So I just look at it like that, and I neither can be happy nor sad about it because I haven't yet to see the results. So I give everybody a chance, but me on this show, I got to give you guys my thoughts right away. Some people say, hey, Law, why don't you wait for the season to start? Then we would have had – this would be my first episode. Would it be, you know? But you guys come along with the ride, and we get a chance to see how everything goes from a day-to-day situation. But
I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead. Go do your thing. Go do your thing.
Now, when he got hurt last year –
right.
But I was crying. I was mad because I had no hope. I had a tiny bit of hope. But now I'm back to the same feeling like I had last year. You know, I mean, I'm going to keep harping on this Cam thing. I mean, it should have been at least considered brought into the building. They both should have brought into the building and talked, and then maybe had a workout to see if they can battle for the position. But at least he could run. I mean, he can take a hit. See, my thing is he can run, he can take a hit, and he can throw. And I'm worried about the offensive line still. At least he can take a hit and get up and keep on ticking. Now, these other guys, I don't see it in them. So, I mean, you can do all kind of things with him. I mean, but, hey, it is what it is. Ain't my team, so I'm worried again. So
it's comfort over competition. You know, and sometimes people would rather have the comfort, you know. A lot of people don't want to. When you look at somebody that work out and they got those six packs and they got the muscles and stuff, that's a lot of work to go in there, man. It's just not, you don't get there by laying on the couch eating your oodles and noodles. And the Cowboys rather lay on the couch eating the oodles and noodles with that.
Yeah. Well, I thought Jerry would have been like, okay, I'm here to win, you know.
Right.
And you want some glory hole? You would have got Camden. You would have got some glory hole. Then what everybody say, man? I'm going to make sure I got a solid backup. At least he gonna give me some hope if something happened to Dak. You know, hey, Dak don't want to run the ball on 31. Bring Cam in and go get your first down. I'm puzzled, man. I'm puzzled. So, you know, I'm praying to God Dak don't get hurt. But hey, if you do, I might turn my TV off. Watch somebody else. I don't know.
Somebody else. Ugly, man. Good call for you.
Okay,
fam.
man, I'm going to let you go. This is came in the house. I just want to holler at you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling.
Are you not entertained? All right. Are you not entertained?
Good call from him, man. Good call from him. I mean, that's just how it goes, man. This is not us being negative or anything, but, I mean, you going into war, and you got all of your machine guns, you got your machetes, you got your rocket launchers, and then they got some extra weapons just sitting there. Nobody goes to say, okay, let me get the butter knife. You know, I might need to spread this stuff off. You know what I'm saying? No, you're going to get the best weapon available. You're not going to go in the drawer and say, well, you know, I already got my machine gun here. I don't want to carry too much. Let me just go get this butter knife right here. Never know. Might want to spread some jelly on some biscuits or something while we out here in this war fashion. You know, I got the 817, you live. (817) 501, you live.
No, what's up, man?
Nothing to it, Chief.
Hey, I thought you had your other block, man. I was like, God.
Nah. I didn't block you, man. Who this is, by the way? It's Quentin that was in the chat?
Yeah, man. I'm Q. What's going on?
Q. Okay, let me put Q up in here, man. But what you got for this episode, Q?
Hey, all the talk and all the crying, you got to stop now. The season is upon us.
Right.
We here. We got 17 games. I just want to talk about something different. Let's talk about the jersey number changes.
Okay.
And I like it. You know, it's something different. It's something new. And I think it's something flashy. You know what I mean? I like Trayvon in that number 7. I think he look real icy in that. He going to look real good.
Yeah.
You know. But I want to get that doggone boss man fat out that doggone 24.
get him out of it.
Get him out there. We got to get him out there 24, man. That number is cursed, and we should just retire that jersey or do something with it. Because now my man starting off on our come on, man. We already starting off on the wrong foot.
That Claiborne stuff all over again.
Yeah, the Claiborne. Yeah. So, you know, man, with the jersey swaps, I think, you know, it's sort of confusing because it's like, dang, who's this? You know, because, you know, Donovan Wilson is number 6, and he was also a wide receiver. He was also number 6, if you noticed, on Hard Knocks. And I'm like,
yeah.
What on earth is going on? But, you know, man, they having fun with it, and I like it, man. That's all I really have for the show, man.
Good observation there, Q, man. Appreciate you for calling in, fam.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, good call from him.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? This is Sparta!
Yeah, jersey numbers is a fickle situation. To me personally, long as they play good or they feel comfortable, then play it. You know, I believe I was watching one movie with, I think it was Robert De Niro. He played in it. And what's the guy? Wesley Snipes, I believe. He played in it. And it was a baseball movie. I want to call it The Fan or something like that. And he really, it messed his psyche up. It messed his mind up when he couldn't get his number back. You know, he traded to another team and somebody else got his number or had his number. And he just couldn't get his mind straight. But Robert De Niro in that particular movie wanted to be, you know, he was a fan guy. He was a real diehard fan. And he killed the guy so that he can get his number back. It was crazy. But some people just have that mental block as it relates to numbers. Y'all remember that movie? I think it was The Fan or something like that with Robert De Niro. I could be wrong on the actors, though. But I know Wesley Snipes played in the movie. The movie was many years ago. 916, you're live. 916. Call back 916. Major League. It was Major League. Jovan Brooks. Let me see. Cause I think in the movie was The Fan. Let me see. Fan. Robert. It was this movie right here. Good movie. Man, my memory is okay a little bit. But y'all go watch this movie. This movie right here. De Niro and Wesley Snipes, The Fan. Wesley Snipes was one hell of a baseball player in this movie. And I think he got traded. He was new to the city, what have you. And this guy, Robert De Niro, he literally loved that team. But he wanted this guy to continue to play successful. But he had to switch out his numbers or something like that. And the other guy had his number, and he was having a slump or what have you. And he was like, man, what's going on with you? Why you not playing up to par? And he said, man, that guy got my number. If he give me my number back, I'll play better. And De Niro was like, okay, we can make it happen, because he called into some radio station. And Snipes didn't think nothing of it. And then the next day, like a few days later, the guy showed up dead. But y'all check that movie out, man. It's the D-Fan with De Niro and Wesley Snipes. Real good movie. Yeah. Brian Peters, we appreciate you. Yeah, Bobby De Niro. Whatever his name. Is it Robert or Bobby? The pitching scene by the beach. Man, Jay Burson, you a movie guy too, huh? Y'all movie buffs like me. Well, we can't. I love movies, man. I love movies and shows. Let me see what we have here. Sound like people with Dak, Pete Prescott. They better not be doing that with Dak Prescott. If Dak Prescott, somebody else, I'm not going to go there, But we do got some crazed fans, though. We do got some crazed fans out here in Dallas land. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, love that movie, Jerry Versus. Yeah, y'all got to check it out, The Fan. Starting 0-2 won't end well. This is from Cactus G. As long as we compete, that's all that matters. The NFL season is so long. It's for real. The NFL season is long, Cowboy Nation. Gary Stokes says the best movie out right now is A Quiet Place. Just my opinion. You talking about part 1 or part 2? You talking about part 1 or part 2 on The Quiet Place? Because I saw A Quiet Place 1, and I think that 1 to me was a little bit better than part 2. Part 2 kind of stretched it out a little bit, Yeah. Yeah. Let me go right here. We got 786. You live.
Hello.
Yeah, you live. Jeff for the episode.
Law, how you doing, man? Hey,
doing
just
great.
want to let you know, appreciate the show, appreciate your passion for the Cowboys. I feel it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to say, I really like the pieces we have. Obviously, we have a lot of questions on defense. Zeke. I'm sorry, number 4 coming back from the ankle injury. But you know what? I think this game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think it's going to be all about, pounding number 12.
Right.
Because I think if they just need to figure out how to rattle him. Now he's a GOAT. We got to give him credit. But guess what?
What's that?
You got Blaine Gabbert behind him. You know what I'm saying? So they just need to pound. They just need to make sure they pound that old man and get him thinking about retirement. He need to be thinking about, man, what am I doing out here, 44 years old, playing against these boys? This crazy. Mm-hmm. That's what they got to do. They got to come out and just play physical, play fast. I think we got a chance.
Yeah.
Because I think right now on offense, I think it's going to be. We can't lean too much on Dak because we got to give him a little bit of time to get up to speed.
Right.
They're going to come out. They're going to come out and try to stop the run. So we can't. We're not going to be able to run the ball that much. We got to have a little passing in to throw them off a little bit. But I think if we can get some turnovers, we got a chance. I mean, right now I think Cowboys are like 7.5 point underdog.
7, yeah.
And that's legit, but I think the Cowboys got a chance. So, man, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate everything you do for Cowboys Nation. I'm going to just hear what you got to say.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling that. Good call from him. We all have a puncher's chance in all of this, but I don't want people to think that the Super Bowl is won in September. No. There's a lot of football to be left on the field once everything is done. What I tell everybody, I really want us to just compete. And we do have a chance. We do. And on top of that, if we continue to hit Brady in the mouth, and of course, probably have to sprinkle some of that mama's cooking over there on the refs. But you know how that goes. Shout out to Kwame Brown, by the way. We got to keep everything uniform. We got to play disciplined football. We had to be sound. If anything, this guy, he forgot more than what our team knows as it relates to the offense and that's or the defense. That's just what Brady do. He forgot more than what people know or remember. So that's a lot of memory there. 936, you're live. All right, 936, you're live. What's good? Mm-hmm.
What's good, Law?
Nothing to it. Talk to me.
Oh, man. me tell you what they got to do on the ninth, man. If they sack Brady, man, we good, man. We'll win, man. That's the only thing you got to do is Brady. Shake him up, shake him up, shake him up. I'm telling you, he's going to buck, man.
I mean,
that old saying, you cut the head off the snake and the body will fall.
Right. Right.
That's what they got to do. You know it.
Oh, yeah, you cut
man.
the head out. Yeah, you snap their head off, and then everything else, hey, it'll work its way out.
Don't fall.
Yeah.
Yep. But we're gonna have an all right defense, man. They just gotta stay focused. Just like Belichick say, do your job, man.
Do your job. Mm-hmm.
Do your job. And the rest of everything else fall in place, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Y'all, have a good day, man. And enjoy your weekend, Law.
Will do, man. Appreciate you so much for calling in.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, he came in, hey, with good love and adulations there. And shout out to you, Austin. Thank you for the donations there. He says, go ahead, AI.
I just want to beat the brakes of the Bucks # one way or another.
One way or another. I love that. Ooh. Austin, Lord, man. Appreciate you so much for your donations. The $19.99.
It's get it, Lord, we should get it done.
What we got over here? Yogo. Yeah. Let me listen to that again. Say it again. Appreciate you, Williams, for sharing. Sharing is caring. Come on, AI. Where you at? There you go, lady. Yeah.
It's get it, Lord, we should get it done.
Yeah. We should get it done. Get her done. All right, so we got the 214. You live. Hold tight. 573. You live. You was here before. So 573. You live. Yo. You live.
Hello.
Hey.
What do you think of the Cowboys? Do you think that the Chiefs will, what do you think about the Chiefs?
In what capacity? Defense, offense, head coach. It's a lot of things that you got on the table there. In what capacity? Defense, offense, head coach.
More how do you think the Cowboys defense will pair against the Cowboys offense?
I think that the offense is still ahead of the defense, but I think the defense need to step up and give us turnovers and takeaways. And I think that the defensive unit collectively down the line would gel together and it will be on the same page. But for right now, since we are so young on the secondary, on the defensive side of the coin, it just seems as though we probably have the offense carry the team for the first few months, and then in the latter part of the season, the defense will be together. So I'm just looking at this team to start off with the offense-led team, defense being serviceable, and then in the middle part of the season toward the latter part of defense step up. So that's how I look at this team.
All right. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Appreciate you for calling in to the Nation.
Yep, no problem. All right, bye-bye.
That's a good call from the kid. Sound like somebody's child, but I still give them.
This is Sparta! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, shout out to TJ. Man, let me do this right quick. We had somebody else to give a donation earlier. Shout out to Yogo. Thank you. Jay, appreciate you, man, for all of the hard work that you do over here on this channel. Man, your work goes not unseen. Trust me, I see all of the stuff that you do. And shout out to you for jumping over there when I was live on the round table, the NFC East table. Appreciate you. He says, Law, let's pull up the schedule and do the record prediction. Yeah, we can just call in and we'll go over one by one again. 228, you're live.
J Law.
Yeah, what's good with you, fam? Talk to me.
Man, this is calling from Georgia. My concerns this year is the offensive line, and it should have been addressed after they finished with the cuts, so you can pick up somebody. But I just think our offensive line got to remain strong so Dak and Pollard and Zeke can have a good year. I mean, hey, I don't think Dak's going to have any problems this year, but the offensive line got to stay healthy.
Offensive line, yeah, man, the offensive line is still a booger bear because of the fact that that's the only unit that you got to have all 5 guys playing together. It's one unit. Right. And the offensive line is only strong as its weakest link. So you got to have everybody. You got to have everybody on the same page. And my thing is, my biggest reservation is still Connor Williams, and who in the hell we going to put at the right tackle. Those are my 2 biggest reservations. Outside of that, I think Tyler Biotish, he can still grow throughout the course of the year. Connor Williams just scares me at times as it relates to those big guys, bull rushing. He just don't sink well and anchor in well to me. So outside of that, man, that's my biggest concerns is the offensive line as well.
Right. All right, D-Law.
Appreciate you, man. Good call from him. 214, you live.
Hello.
Hey, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, Loud Man? Long time listener, long time fan. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I just wanted to get on and say the only worries I got for game 1 is the secondary. Now, I know we got Trevon Diggs on one side, but on the other side, we got to figure out what we're going to do. They just moved Boss Man Fat to IR, correct?
Right.
So, I mean, at this point, Anthony Brown, if not him, who we going to come in and put on the outside, you know? So, I mean, so I ain't going to take up too much of your time. That's all I want. But we just got to get the secondary straightened out. So, appreciate your call.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. All right, so secondary concerns. Of course, we want to create pressure and keep pressure and apply pressure and pressure butts pipes. And if you think about it, even when the Giants won the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and I know the Patriots are different from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they had the same quarterback, by the way, and that's Tom Brady. They created pressure. Nothing to do with their outside guys as it relates to their DBs. However, this team, and doggone Tom Brady is a whole lot different from that time frame. So what we're going to have to do is create pressure in the interior, but we can't get caught with our pants down by this team being so young and by this team not playing a lot in preseason. There could be some slow starts that's going to formulate. Now, from a perspective of Tom Brady, he like to catch you on a certain situation, whereas you got the wrong package in there. He'll do the hurry-up offense. They actually, I was looking at their setup, and a pretty good setup, by the way. They have packages where they will run the ball with Ronald, and they'll give you multiple looks out of that run formation. But actually, low-key, it is a formation that they actually throw out of. So we're going to have our minds sharp, and we're going to have to be ready. We can't have those mishaps. And granted, hand to the helmet, that's a crucial penalty. That's 15 yards in an automatic first down. And pay attention to Tom Brady. He like to dip his head down. And the aficionados, they ain't going to look at it like he ducked his head and he moved his head into the pathway of your hand. No, that's just a crafty move that he know how to do. Put that head down, and then he get 15 yards. Kind of like what a basketball player does when they're trying to shoot a shot and draw the foul. That is what he does on a consistent basis, and the Cowboys got to be mindful of that. It's nothing to do with getting the rush home. You just got to make sure that you only got a certain window where you can hit them. So that's just pay attention. Go watch how he generate those plays there. Let me see right here. I got to turn the AI loose right here. Here she go. Here she go.
Law, let's pull up the schedule and do a record prediction. Cool face.
Appreciate the donation.
Biggest unknown is still D-Law and T. Hill. We got nothing from them all preseason?
Yeah, I managed to see D-Law in pads at least, and I seen him get off the LOS quick, smooth, look good to me. I didn't get a chance to see Tyrone Crawford. I didn't get a chance to see Tristan Hill. man, I forgot the man's name almost. I didn't get a chance to see Tristan Hill outside of, he had his basketball shorts on and his, regular T-shirt, and he was running around, and he was like, yeah, he looked smooth right there, fast, but he didn't have any pads on, so we can't get a full assessment out of him out of that. We have 573. You're live.
Hello?
Yeah, you're live on the Nation.
Wait, so, that's who it is. Okay, my bad. Okay,
Get out of here, man. 214, you live. You live.
Hey, Law.
Hey, what's going on with you?
How you doing? This is Mary Lunn, not Mary Lunn. You called me Mary Lowe or something like that. But anyway, I was calling to discuss, a lot of times Dallas, they get the ball and they defer. Mm-hmm. I think if we get the ball, we don't need to defer. We need to go ahead and try to score. We need to get that head start with Tampa instead of kicking off to Tampa and Tampa get that head start with us.
So say it again. So you would rather have Tampa on the field first, right?
No, I would rather have the Cowboys scoring first. I think
we have the ball
need
first.
To score first, because a lot of times, Dallas, they defer.
Yeah.
If they get that coin toss, they defer. They need to stick it to them first, which we know what the offense can do. We don't really know yet what that defense of ours can do. So I think we need to go ahead and take that ball and score and go down the field.
Yeah, if we post that thing wide open and we score first, then that makes the defense a little bit more aggressive on their end, and you'll see the front come out to eat a little bit more. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think that being the aggressor will be a good situation for us, especially on the road. I always want to be aggressive on the road. But that keeps the crowd noise down and everything. So I can't even talk today.
Right.
Keep the crowd noise down.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I wanted to say.
Good observation. Appreciate you for calling in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, we got a real one here. 956, you in the mix.
Law Cowboys Nation.
Yeah.
We are 1 week away. 1 week away. Finally, it's back. Football is back. Our Cowboys will be back. And very quickly, Dak Prescott will put all those question marks to bed with his solid performance against Tampa Bay, against Mr. Deflator. You're right, Laws. We need to get used to it. Oh, Tampa Bay, Tom's going to be working those refs. He's going to be complaining about everything against Dallas.
Facts.
And you know those refs, they love to call them flags against us. Phantom calls, what the hell?
New calls we never seen before. Hey, the lunatic, hold down the show right quick. I got to do something right quick, okay? Hold down the show.
All right, as far as Cam Newton, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, NFL has laid down the law and owners are just following. NFL said we are not postponing any games because of COVID this year. You don't have enough players, you forfeit the game, and you pay all the expenses. So the GMs, they've said it. It might be a factor as far as who's in, who's out. So that's just a given. What I'm worried about more is Lyle Collins, them stingers, neck issues, shoulder issues. He's got to be right. That front seven is formidable. I didn't hear anything about Tyron. I didn't hear anything about 77 over there, but Lyle Smith, Lyle Collins, and them stingers, something I'm going to be looking at. And have we forgotten? We were so concerned that the Nooch was the other team's MVP every time he played because of all those picks. Our defense got takeaways also. our defense got takeaways also. It's going to be an interesting battle. Kellen Moore and Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles against Kansas City. Thanks to Kansas City losing those 2 starting offensive tackles, they were able to play a pretty basic defense because they're going up against backup. So those takeaways are going to be huge. That's something I'm going to be monitoring. And do you recall how did Deflator end his career in New England against the Titans? With a pick and an L. Why? Running game and solid defense. We still got question marks on defense, but I know one thing, as Micah said, see ball, get ball. These players and Dan Quinn, they know. See the ball, go attack the ball, and then take that ball away and give it to our offense. Or we can score while we're doing it. Even better.
Hey, the lunatic, man. I'm reading the comments, man. They said, man, you holding it down, man. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you, man. What do you have to talk to me about, man? What do you want to talk to me about, man? What you were going to talk about?
Hey,
man?
Those number changes. What does Prime always say? When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you play good.
Mm-hmm.
A week from now, 1 week from now, we're going to send a message to the NFL by beating the defending champs on the field where they won their championship. Let's go, Cowboys. Puro, pinche Cowboys. Have a great one, Cowboys.
Appreciate you, man. The lunatic, man. One of the all-stars over here, man. Long-time supporter of this channel and always putting the real and the absolutely the truth out there, man. I see you, Million. The Don, you know. Yeah. Let's see. We have 573. You're live.
Yeah, how do you think the Cowboys defense is going to do this year?
Cowboy defense going to go hard in the paint. It's going to go hard in the paint. It's going to go hard. That's what it's going to do this year.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I wanted to ask.
Appreciate you so much for calling in. Thank you.
You too.
Yeah, good call. Good call from that individual. All right, let's see here. Just in case. Got a weird one in here. Let me go right here. All right. 175, you're live.
My first time caller.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just had one question, please. Who do you think is going to be the go-to tight end this season? Like when Tony Romo was quarterback, it was Jason Witten. Who do you think is going to be the go-to tight end that's going to give us convert on third down scores?
Go to tight end. You're short. You got your high tight end. You got your low tight end. The low tight end will be Schultz. I meant to say Schultz will be the guy that give you the short intermediate routes. Jarwin still be that seam vertical route guy. They give you 15 to 20 yards down the field, especially depending on what type of defense you're looking at. Cover 2, you run Jarwin vertically. I think that he can find spaces in the zone that way. Schultz is more of your banger type of guy that can block and then sneak into the middle hook there to catch those passes. So I just look at it like they're going to utilize both of those tight ends, by the way.
All right, that's all I have for you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate you for calling in. Good call from.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
915, you're live.
Hey, what's going on, Law Nation?
Nothing to it. What you got for this episode?
Hey, just wanted to see, I'm calling you from El Paso, Texas, big fan.
Appreciate it.
Just wanted to say how hyped you are for the season start next Thursday.
Man, I'm hyped for it, man. I can't wait to see some good old-fashioned football where everything really counts. Everything.
Got you. Well, just wanted to get your feedback. I'm hyped up myself. I'm here in El Paso. We're big fans here of the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to my first game against the Broncos. So hopefully I see you at a game, man. Just going to say, how about them Cowboys, Steve?
How about them Cowboys? They got a tour bus to come out of that way. I think 915 is on the side of it. I think it's called Dallas Sports Tours or something like that. And they do a great job, man. I hope you.
It's 915 Tours.
915 Tours,
I'm hyped up.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in.
Have a nice day, Law.
You as well.
Are you not entertained?
Boy, y'all
Are
getting
you
in
not
here.
entertained?
951, you're live.
Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed, man. What you got for this episode?
And I want to ask you, do you think our defense is going to be as good as it was in 2016 with DeMarco Murray?
Hey, I got a little echo here. Can you turn it down just a little bit? You said 2016 defense?
Yeah, I think that was the best defense we had in a minute.
I think this defense got the potentials to be better than the 2016 defense. So, yeah, I think that, even with Dan Quinn calling the plays and the weapons that we have on this defense, although they're fairly young on the secondary, I think that we hold a better chance than what we seen in 2016.
Yeah, hopefully Malik Hooker does things this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm betting on. We're betting on Malik Hooker to step in. Not necessary for week one, but hopefully he can get everything going and it'll be a smooth transition.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You as well.
This is Sparta!
Man, these calls coming in pretty good today. All right, so, my God, DMV, you're live from the 240.
Yo, what's going on, La?
It's your world. It's your world.
I just want to to hear your view on our run game going into week one. If the chat doesn't know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had the best run defense last season. That could be in part of that they had an explosive offense in a way, or it could be in part of they have at least a top three, if not the best front eight in the league. So what do you think about that?
Run defense is a mindset, and it's an aggression, it's a tone, it's something that you teach and you preach. And I think Todd Bowles, he wanted to stop the run, force team to pass into unfavorable zones. The thing is, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, although they have a good run defense, they can't play it all day. They got to get out of that run due to the fact that we can spread it. We can dictate to what we want to see. But this will be the ultimate chess match. Can the young Kellen Moore outsmart Todd Bowles? That's why this game is so important. This game right here will set the tone. And I don't want people to look at the win versus loss situation as long as we can compete. Now, if we want to play into their game and try to run, match, go up against their strengths, then it will be a long night for us. But like what Coach Marv said when he called in, he wanted us to be more aggressive. I think that would set the tone, especially when you don't have your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That threw the ball all week or what have you, all preseason. I know people are going to say, well, they didn't have preseason last season, but this is different because the other teams are warmed up, you see. So it's going to be one of those situations.
And also last season, Dak had played all 17 games before that season. He didn't play all 17 games last season. So it's not the same.
Damn, man. You putting some points out there. I didn't even think about that. But can we match their aggressions? I think so, but it won't be – it's not going to be authentic for us because that's not our style. You don't when you see Kellen Moore, you don't think, hey, I'm gonna be an aggressive, I'm gonna run the ball more than I throw it. You know, you just don't see that out of him. And he could call the game that way, you know. It's just what it is, man. But I look at it like this. If we can just somehow put them on the ropes, keep them on the ropes, then it could be a whole nother situation.
And I was thinking if this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, if they're playing how they were back in February when they won the Super Bowl, this would be the best team we've beaten in about maybe 2 to 3 years. And I was just thinking how much of a mental confidence boost that would be for our young team. And if we're able to pull up that win, I would feel very excited going forward in this season against most teams.
Yeah, this victory will mean more for Coach Mike McCarthy than anybody, you know, because he's the one that still everybody have their reservations. A lot of people are not sold on him, you know. Big games before. Dak Prescott, he won big games before. And I know Mike McCarthy won big games before, but not in Dallas. So this will be his, hey, what can he bring to the table? can he be an advantage opposed to a disadvantage in this type of situation? So a lot of eyeballs will be looking at Mike McCarthy and seeing if he can step it up.
Yeah, and my last question about Kelvin Joseph in that clip. I just got in the stream about like 20 minutes ago. Has anybody said anything? Like, has anybody called in and said anything about it?
On what happened now?
That clip that everybody's been going crazy over, the Amari Cooper, Kelvin Joseph clip.
That clip was a clip of Cheeto Awuzie, you know. Yeah, it was an older clip. And what I did was earlier today, I did a voiceover on it, and I said, "Oh man, you know, he baptized Kelvin Joseph," and then I realized, and somebody, I think Jay Tuck, he said, "Nah, dog, that's Cheeto Awuzie," and I hurried up and deleted the video, and then I uploaded the video of the updated audio of me talking about Cheeto Awuzie. But yeah, that was Cheeto Awuzie.
You don't know how better that makes you feel about Kelvin Joseph. I want him to succeed so bad, and you know when people. Because he's going to have his moments, and people just start hating on him already. Right. Like, especially in that Arizona game where he gave up, he was right there, and people like, "Oh, we shouldn't have drafted him already." Like, people are already hopping off the bandwagon. So I want to see him do well. If I seen a video like that of him, and people how the reaction people had to it, it didn't make me feel good. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, man. And we shouldn't feel bad about it because we should be praising the video. Because that's Amari Cooper. It's not like that's, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. That's not like that's Semi Fehoko doing that to any of our guys out there. But at the same time, Amari Cooper did that to Xavier Howard. And I know a lot of people right now will kick a lot of people off this team to have Xavier Howard on this team.
And he did it to a corner that I think is way better than Xavier Howard. Jair Alexander.
Oh yeah, he put him in a blender and hit turbo.
I don't because in 2018 I don't know if people can say it because 2019 2020 Jair Alexander has been a top 3 cornerback. I don't think and that game happened in 2018, right? Where Amari Cooper did it to him, or was 2019?
I think it was 19 because I think we lost that game.
Yeah,
but still, yeah.
It was 19. Yeah. Oh yeah, good. Okay, I remember now. So I think a lot of people think Jair is either the best or second or third best corner, and I think after Amari Cooper did that to him, I don't know how much of a leap he's made from then till now, but I'm just saying that for my evaluation of Jair Alexander, that game really sticks out to me a lot.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that, Amari Cooper been here forever with Dak Prescott, but they only had one solid year together. And if you add everything together, it's been collectively a year and a half. That's how long they've been playing together. And if they can stay healthy this year, man, you're going to see so many crazy route runnings and plays and opportunities for these guys. But it is what it is, man. Appreciate you for calling in, DMV.
No problem.
Yes, indeed. A good call from you. All right. We're going to see if we can make it at 3 o'clock today. All right, 901, you're live. 903, you're next.
Law.
What's good with you?
Man, look, at this point, bro, I'm excited, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done with the tape. I'm done with the naysayers, man. At this point, we got what we got. We finna go on the war, man. Knock out Tampa Bay. We finna knock it down, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to feel that way, yeah. Go ahead.
Receiver, the defense, linebackers, corner, safety, kicker, we all got it, man. Just want to come on, man, bring the excitement, man. Look, we got what we got right now. We finna run it to battle.
Amari sent Jair Alexander to the Shadow Realm.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you so much, man. From the 901, What part are you from, man? Before you go. Oh, you gone. I thought I was going to get him before you go. Put it in the comment box. 901 is always cool, man. All right, so we got a 903.
What up, Law?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on? Long time listener, man. Just my time to get in. I just want to kind of excited about the football season this year.
Right.
I kind of backed off a couple of years ago, watching, but still, still rooting for him. But anyways, enough of all that. My biggest thing from this game, because it's Tampa Bay, and they're a very great team.
Right.
And Tom Brady, that's the GOAT. Got to give it to him. But it's going to be, what in the game plan I feel like Tampa Bay is going to try to throw at us?
What's that?
What have we been struggling with for the last 3 years?
Shit.
Run, stop.
Run. Okay, go ahead.
they got 3 running backs, 3.
Yep.
That can get the job done. So at the end of the day, I feel like they're going to, our defense, our interior line, that's going to be the story of the game. We got to stop that run. We don't care about Tom Brady tossing the ball to get that. Get them young guys out there, let them learn from it. And I feel like if we can stop that run and let Tom Brady and let the linemen eat as far as get after him, I feel like we can win this game. And that's what I want to see how you feel about that. And my prediction going in, I'm going to throw it out there. I hope nobody copy me because I kind of see what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. It's going to be 24-17 Cowboys.
Okay. Kind of like the first game last season,
Yeah.
The Rams. It wasn't a big high scoring game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think the interior line is going to be the key. We got to stop that run, man, because it's horrible, man. I don't know what's going on with our coaches trying to teach these guys, but it's like, man, we've been struggling, man, and I think that's our problem. We let these guys just run up and down the field, and it makes it easier for the quarterback to get comfortable.
Yeah.
So, and that's all I really have to say to you, man. Keep doing your thing, man. So I'll be watching.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you.
This is Sparta!
Good call from him. The thing is, that coach over there on the offensive side of the coin, he been around football for a long time. He got a little old school in him. And, of course, Todd Bowles is a good marriage for those two guys over there. So it's going to be a situation where we had to sit back and watch. Can't wait to see it happen. AI.
2 touchdowns, point blank, period. What up, Law?
I got the card right here now for you, Scotty. I got it, 2 touchdowns, man. Hey, got the card right here. So when that happened, you said you were extra large. So I'm going to call you, man, from the 863. I'm going to call you now. Yeah. Make sure I got the. Let me know if I'm right. 863, right? I ain't gonna get your whole number out there, Scott. But we gonna call you, man. We got Vegas in the house, 702.
Hey, what's up, love? What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me.
Hey, just want to say I'm a big fan. And I love your show and love that you guys bring excellent content for us Cowboy fans. Because it's been a long time since we last seen that Super Bowl, so hopefully we can get one real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, my question is, we talk about field position and stuff like that.
Right.
And, it's hard to score, let's say drive the football down the field consistently going 80, 75 yards.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I haven't noticed is that you guys have not talked about our punt returners and things of that nature because, that's something right there that I think if we're going to beat anybody in the NFL, special teams has to be solid. And, there's times, let's say, where it's going to help, let's say, when our special teams can get the ball, let's say maybe 15, 20 yards up the field. And that way you're not having to constantly grind 80 yards down the field, 75, 90, stuff like that. So, what's your thoughts on that? Because I haven't heard too many YouTube Cowboy, people talk about that. They talk about the offense and the defense, but I think that special teams, I think that's going to have to be a big thing. Is Pollard going to be big, or is it going to be somebody else we don't know about? Because I think special teams is going to be huge this season to try to help our offense, which will help our defense too as well.
It's 4 phases to a football game, and special teams is a major phase, not a minor one. I recall, I think, a game even we won last year. It was because of the fact that we had Tony Pollard to take it out of that end zone and go all the way down the field, and now we're working with short areas. I'm really don't not. Of course, special teams collectively improve from the following year of last year, but I really don't see anything super special about the special teams so far, outside of the fact that we went and go for like plays and things like that didn't, and we can talk about that Atlanta Falcons game. So against the Buccaneers, they loaded even with the special team coach over there. So what we have to do is, it's a home game. for the Buccaneers.
Gotcha.
They're going to have a lot of confidence. If we can get a big play out of the special team, that would at least quiet the noise. Now, somebody told me that there's a lot of Cowboy fans in Tampa. We might see a lot of blue. It might be allowed for us, allowed for them. So we'll find out. But it got to be a situation where we can flip the field a little bit, then we can help out. But the 4 phases of a football game, to me, of course, you got your offense, you got the defense, you got special teams. The other phase will be coaching. And we'll see how that chess match work out from there. What's your name, fam?
Yeah. My name's Daryl, man.
Daryl, appreciate you, man. I'm saving right here. What else you have for the show?
No, just like I said, I just want to see the Cowboys do well this season. I mean, like I said, I listen to your show a lot, and like I said, that was just one of the things that I know since Dwayne Harris left, we really haven't had a true punt returner, kick returner that can flip the field for us.
Lucky was okay though. Lucky was okay, right?
yeah, he was. Yeah, Lucky was cool.
Yeah, Lucky was cool.
Dwayne Harris was DH. That's my last name. Harris.
Yeah.
He was a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? I think since he left, we haven't had that type of guy. Maybe Pollard could be that person. But I just know, it's hard to grind, consistently 80 yards down the field because the last few years, you had Cole Beasley back there, he fair catching. I think who else is back there? Randall Cobb, he fair catching. And you just can't have your offense, man, trying to grind 80 yards down the field and try to get touchdowns. It's just too hard in the NFL. And I think sometimes as fans.
Well, let me ask you this, though. And when we was in training camp, we saw 88 back there. And then on top of that, we just can't limit it. I'm glad you brought up special teams, and you're right, Daryl. We got to talk about this. I'm gonna just call you DH since we put it in the DH. I'm gonna call you DH, man. Since you said that your last name is this and that. Hold on. DH. I'm putting a DH from Vegas. Let me do this right quick. I put you in there. All right. So I'm glad you mentioned special teams because I saw somebody in the chat. And they really brought it to my attention. Now, we saw CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. Are you willing to risk it a little bit so that we can get this win to put CeeDee Lamb out there in the backfield for a punt return?
I'm all about wins and losses. So hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to put your best out there because it's like the NBA where you could play around with the season because it's the NFL. Every game means something. So. If it's a situation where we need a big play, that's what we're paying you for. Deion went back there for the Cowboys. There's Brian done it. So, if CD can make a couple of dudes miss on special teams that's not as athletic as him, hey, you got to do it. We got to win. That's the name of the game because, you only get so many chances to score touchdowns in the NFL. So, it's one of those things when the opportunity's there, you got to take it because if you don't, one possession could swing a game in your favor, not in your favor. I'm pretty sure if you go back and look at any game film that you've done in the last few years, I'm pretty sure you probably was like, man, if they would have done this right here, they could have scored right here. But it was just a missed opportunity. So I think there's certain times I would put CD back there because, the dude's electric, man. I'm not going to put, let's say, Jay Lou back there or Kennedy. I'm going to put somebody back there that can make a play.
So you comfortable like week 1 saying, man, forget it, man. I'm going to put Lamb out there. Cedric, you good and all, but we're going to put Lamb out there so that we can flip the field a little bit better.
Well, depending upon the situation.
Oh, it's situational still. Okay.
Yeah, like if my team needs a spark, or let's say if it's a situation where let's say the Cowboys are on that precipice, let's say that moment of let's say closing it out, where let's say the game is in the balance. Yeah, I'm gonna put my dogs back there because end of the day, I'm trying to walk out of there with a dub, not an L. All
right, DH. Let me ask you this though. I know you flipped it and you put this on me. How do you feel from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? We get to our side of the field, it's time to kick a field goal, 45 yards out. Scale of 1 to 10, will Greg hit it? How do you feel, man? And no cap, man, no cap. How you feel?
No. No, I think the game has been kind of shaky. So I believe right here that when you playing Tom Brady, you got to shut that door on him. So I'm like I said, I'm going for wins. I'm not going for losses. I'm going for the win because Tom Brady, he's that one quarterback you can't play around with. So you can't be about 7 against him. You got to be about 14 or more because you can't play around with Tom Brady.
4th and one, you gonna go for it or you gonna kick it?
I'm going for it because I'm not playing around with Tom Brady. I've seen this dude come back too many times on teams. I'm not playing with Tom Brady.
Okay. He said, "Hell, them 3 points. I need tubs, man. I don't need threes. I need tubs, man."
Yeah, it's same as Pat Mahomes, man. I mean, there's only a few quarterbacks out there like you can't play around with. One is it's Brady, 2 is Mahomes, and 3 is Aaron Rodgers. Some other dudes that's playing quarterback, they be tricking games off. Nah, man. You got to. You can't play around with them top 3 quarterbacks.
No doubt, man. Good call for you, man. Good call for you, DH. Appreciate you.
Hey, give me that Sparta sound.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
It's Sparta!
Yeah, he get the Sparta.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's my dog, DH from Vegas. All right, and whoever just called in, call back if you want. Here's the situation. I asked him that question. Let me ask y'all beautiful people in the chat. Scale of 1 to 10. Would you rather, if it's 4th and inches, let me see, 4th and 1, you on your side, man. Do you trust the kicker, Greg, or do you trust the offensive line? Who do you trust more? Our offensive line to give us that inch or that 1 yard, or the kicker to go ahead and get the 3? Mike and Mary says, where you at on the 4th and 1? 38-yard line, 38. Yeah, 38-ish. What would you do? Offensive line. Put line down. Put line down in the chat if you trust the line, or just put K in the chat if you just trust the kicker. That's 4th and inch. What about 4th and offensive line? Zeke. If somebody said Zeke. Now keep in mind, it was a 2-part question. Yeah, shit, you better bootleg that damn thing. But do you trust Sue versus what's going to be Vita Vea versus Connor Williams? Tyler. So you trust Tyler Biadasz versus Sue Vita Vea? Or do you trust that kicker? You going to take 3 or you going to go face it? Mano y mano. You trust so line you trust on 4th and inches. Line you trust 4th and 1. 4th and 2 you're gonna trust the kicker, right? So where do our trust fades a little bit? 4th and 2, our trust fades a little bit on that one, right? If the ball is on the 38 or the ball is on the 30. Stop playing feed Zeke. Right tackle swing. Quarterback sneak. I wish Coach Marv resend me that link on what Adamik and Sue normally do when he's in that pile to that quarterback. Bootleg to Schultz or Jarwin, 4th and 2, 50-50. Sue crushes Williams. We're going to be playing like,
He needs some milk.
oh my gosh. You know the right game plan to be called on that situation. Y'all remember when we played against the Raiders? And I know it was a whole different coaching staff. But shit, we wanted to win that one, right? Y'all remember that game? They had Jeff Heath running the ball. There's a quick, direct snap and everything. We wanted to win that one because the Raiders at the time, they were talking all type of crazy crap. We're going to have to have one of those things in. Put Ralston in front of Zeke. JP, that means week 1 you're going to have Ralston out there. Up it's 3 o'clock, Cowboy Nation.
The conference has been locked.
Got one more call in here. Yeah. You live. Well, you gone. Right when I locked it, you call in 4 Right when I call this thing. All right, so let me get up out of here now. Appreciate y'all for calling in, though. Let me see, Steve Jones without the P. Steve Jones without the P. I'll punt and trust my defense to make a drive the length of the field. Damn. You'll punt at the 38? Yeah. That's a good way to look at it, though, if you're going to punt at the 38, though, you know. That means that you're really looking at it like, man, I trust my defense. I don't trust my kicker at all. And I damn sure don't trust my offensive line. So I'm going to punt. I trust my defense more than I trust everybody on their front. And especially if it's 4th and 2. That means, well, why in the world are we paying Greg the leg? And he's going to have to get rid of that name, the leg, you know. But it's just one of those things where that's why I love football, because it's like a chess match, you know. Do you punt? Do you go into shotgun? Do you spread it? If they trying to corral, they're trying to put everybody inside. Martin says jumbo. If you're gonna go jumbo, that means you're gonna have to have 3 tight ends, right? 3 tight ends. That's 23. Well, 13 personnel or 23 personnel if you want to do it that way. So you're gonna pull up Jeremy Sprinkle, who is a good blocker, you know. So it's one of those things, right? Greg the pig. 53-yard field goal. Hard count. First and let Dak Prescott run a play option. Would y'all be scared to run Dak Prescott a lot in this game? Week 1. No reverse sweep, the lunatic. Sue is way more aggressive than Aaron Donald. Vita Vea is lesser of a 3. So tell me we're staying on that 3rd and 1 to 4th and inches. I mean, if we get a drive, let's say we get a drive and we get all the way and it's 4th and inches. All this year, let's just rule this out. Let's just start right here from a mindset. We say we want to be more aggressive. We go for all 4th and inches all this year. If it's 4th and inch, we go for all this year. And we should do hurry up, get the ball to Dak Prescott, lean forward 4th and inches. That's the mindset that Tom Brady got. I think that according to some stats that I read before, he's like the leading quarterback on 4th and inches of all time, stat-wise. Arnold says, Junior says, yes, don't run Dak. Yeah, Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate you guys for this episode, man. It was a remarkable show. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Thank those who called. Appreciate everybody, man, for being part of this episode. Just depending on the day, there will be some more content throughout the day. I got to get back to handle some more business on my end over here. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know it's a long weekend for most of you guys because of the holiday weekend is this around the corner. So be safe. And I will be, you know, I won't be somewhere talking Cowboys in a few, depending on what I pick up throughout the airwaves here. And maybe we'll do some more video. If I can see if the NFL Game Pass is open, maybe we can dive into some NFL film. It's just that the NFL Game Pass has been shut down for me and thousands and thousands of others. So that's why you guys have not gotten any film like all 22 stuff. I think the Cowboys picked up a guy. He's on the practice squad. I think his name is Ian or something like that. So I can't wait to look up his film, look up what he can and can't do. Got to look at everybody's film and make my assessment, not somebody else's assessment. And that's what I can't wait for the all 22 so I can make a pure Law Nations. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation film session assessment of Will Greer, because I got to do it, Cowboy Nation. I got to see the all 22. The broadcasting view is what a broadcasting view is, but I want to see the all 22 and see if he can throw a 7 route. Can he throw the 9 on a consistent basis, right? Yeah. Ian Bunting. You know, what school he went to, Pete? what Ian went to, what school he went to. Yeah, but I still got to do the film session, right? You know, I still got to do my due diligence. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of me going to Oxnard. That's the whole point of me going down there in Frisco is to see with my own natural eyes, right? Right. Greer lacks confident. Yeah. And every time I see Greer, I just think of the person I grew up just loving, you know, although she's old enough to be my mom and auntie and everything. Pam Greer. Yeah, who think of Pam Greer when you hear Greer? Pam Greer. Yeah. Yeah, she was before her time, by the way. Beautiful lady. P said I'm the GOAT. Nah, I'm just trying to be a guy, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you. Yeah. Pam Greer. Yeah. Jay got the heart there. Yeah. Please tune into those Buckeyes tonight. What time the game is? Whoever y'all play week 1, y'all gonna beat the hell out of that team. Buckeyes gonna be, yeah. That woman's fine as wine. It's Jay Lombardi. Foxy Brown. That was a good movie, by the way. Yeah. Pam Greer. Before her time. Yeah. Cowboy Nation, let's go. Let me see if I get this thing going. Here we go. Fine like wine. I told the fellas a long time ago. Really want that sweetheart. Look her in her eye. Write this down. If I could be anything in this world, I would be the tears that was born in your eyes, lived on your cheek, and died upon your lips. But you got to say it real smooth and slowly like that. That would make it wild for you. Make you get that Pam Greer smile. Yo, but Cowboy Nation, man, this football season, since this is the official football week, let's continue to find ways to grind this thing. We'll do the individual breakdowns. We'll do the individual's situation of scheme and all of that stuff.
I want Nation glory hole.
Yeah. But I want you guys to understand this. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you will simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold poverty or fame or sickness or body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, the dogged and grab and proceed and beset it. With the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. Ain't that right, Pam Greer? You'll get it. Let's go, Jay Lombardi, Ethan. Let's go, D Lunatic. Philadelphia, the underdog. I see you. Clayton Lockhart. I see you. Dallas Cowboys. That's one of the coolest names on YouTube. There's no other name just like that one, huh, KD? Shout out to you. Let's go. Oh. Hey, my thing is, I meant to say this earlier. Just because Doug Nussmeier recruited Will Greer, doesn't mean that that's going to mean a lot of things. Doug Nussmeier. Don't y'all know what Doug Nussmeier? Guess what Doug Nussmeier QBR was when he played. At least put it like this. Cowboy Nation. Will Greer QBR is higher than Doug's, and Will Greer QBR was 33.2. Guess what Doug Nussmeier QBR was? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, man. Yeah. Let me see. 15, Keith Floyd. No, that's a little bit higher than 15. Oh, my goodness. Y'all guess what it is. Y'all guess, man. I under 20. That was a little bit north of 20. Let me show y'all right quick, man. Doug, where's Doug? Good old Dougie. All right, so Doug Nussmeier. All right, born December the 11th, 1970. At the age of 50 right now, he's 6'3", 211 pounds. Thank you for tuning in to the Doug Nussmeier Show. As we go all the way down. Passing attempts, 86, completed 46, completion percentage 56.1. Are you guys able to see that? He threw one touchdown. Okay, you got one touchdown. That's one more than Will Greer. And he got 4 interceptions for 455 yards. His QBR is 25.6. Doug Nussmeier. Oh, man, where you at? Doug, where you at? What you need? What do Doug need?
He needs some milk.
I couldn't find the clip, but Doug.
Shame.
Come on.
Shame.
Come on, Dougie.
Shame.
Shout out to Doug, man. Shout out to the Nussmeier. You better not train that quarterback to be like you. No. You better put some fire and desire under him. Don't train him to be like you, by the way. Don't do that, Doug. Let's say it again.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
25. No, that's good. It is right here. We're gonna do it again. Where is that, Dougie? Come on, Doug. Here we go. Here's his wiki. Oh, here's the Wikipedia. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Shout out to him though. Hey, he made it to the highest of the highest levels though. Not everybody can say that, Cowboy Nation. He just got to keep his mind straight. We out, baby.
Finish him.
Jay Lombardi. We out of here, baby. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for jumping in. Yo, where's Doug? Oh, man, y'all gonna have to update me. You're gonna have to update me on TJ Vashon. I don't know what's going on with TJ.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me.
Yeah.
One of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell
Ain't no party like a Law Nation party, baby.
Freeze, photo, please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos.
It's a party.
Hit the door and the domain just whole team here might need some. Still young, but
We so good over here. We got Philadelphia fans here. Shout out to the Eagles. Low key, I want the Eagles to do good. I can't wait for them to play. Week 1, week 2, and all of that. Shout out to the Eagles.
Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble cause the hate and the jealousy.
I won't be on their page though.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me.
But shout out to him though. Appreciate it.
Phone ringing and I tell him it's
I
got wifey on bling and she freeze.
Appreciate you, Brandon. Shout out to you, Dallas Cowboys.
No, please, no photos. I keep giving game away. I put game on layaway. I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away. I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pain today. Thought to take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only song. Heard your whole team was for sale. Put this on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know. All this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Ooh, now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food.
Nigga 250. Put that where y'all from too, man. I love knowing where you guys are from. Hey, we the only nation that can say this. Eastside Harold. Who your quarterback week 1, Eastside? Come on, baby. What we tell them?
Jeez, I ran up a check, I might do it again.
Tyrod.
Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends.
Okay.
10 toes down, I'll be free until the
What
end.
happened to
Crib outside
Deshaun?
the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many
If you
L's,
think
I'm just waiting for the
Tyrod
wins.
Taylor
I'm in debt to
is
no
better
one
than
but the one
Deshaun
into my
Watson,
sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, peso.
let's go, Cowboy Nation. Shout out to you, Miami, Florida in the house. But shout out to my dog, Eastside Harold, man. I can't wait to see you on the live stream all this year, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. If you have not subscribed to this channel so far, you've been here all this time.
Everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
On top of that, Cowboy Nation, don't forget, when you join the membership squad, and if you're also part of the Patreon community, and also if you're part of the supporters tab on the Facebook group, pay attention. There's a fan, Dallas Cowboys Fans for Life, is sponsoring a Dallas Cowboys game ticket, and he got good seats. So hit that subscribe button. Also join the Patreon or join the membership squad in the supporters tab. So don't meet me there, beat me there. Come on. If you have not done that so far,
I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Told her if it's all me, everything is on me.
if you think the Texans are gonna have a better season than the mighty Dallas Cowboys,
You must be out your everything is on me, gon' back it up.
oh,
Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me?
come on now.
Adding up.
Yeah. Where my dogs at, man? All right, we up out of here. Let's relax. Break out the champagne bottles and the Hennessy. Sit back and chill. Relax. Calm your mind down. Groove on down to the beat. They keep you off your feet. But if you're a lady, you can sit down. Put your feet up and chill and relax. To the nation. As we serenade and serenade this moment. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Serenation for the nation, baby. Yeah. The lunatic. We out. As the world spin. One of the greatest running backs of all time. You guys gonna see it. Hey. Oh.
Don't let the street lights
Archie.
Could I be your player too?
See you, Mississippi. Let's go.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, player too.
KD with the fire. D, I see you. The 818, lay it straight.
7 years of the perfect love. 7 more and another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Spiffy, A to the C.
7 wonders all in one.
7 wonders.
All in one. Don't let the street lights
334 in the house. Come on. Hey. Oh. Pick up.
Don't let the street lights
817. Until next time. And Motives. Let me tell them.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it
To purchase that spinning helmet, it's in the description box on my YouTube page.
then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a
210, you in.
then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can't fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on. fly on.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Danucci, I see you. Let's go from Dallas Cowboys. 718. I hope all is well over there. Stay above water.
They're really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working. But there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
Dimitri, I hope all is well. Is it Valles? Come on.
Because you don't know.
Stockton, baby. Appreciate you. Valles, what's going on, Dimitri? Valles, what's going on? Hope all is well. One day at a time, one movement at a time.
Exactly.
17-0, that would be great. Santiago, I see you. We out. DC for life, one way or another. Until next time.
That was easy.
Have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to